Welcome back. We've got Chef Anthony Fischer from the Pittsburgh High School in studio this morning in our KOAM test kitchen, here to make us some compound butter.
Yes. Valentine's Day being on Monday, we're starting the roll and get up for the next segment that's coming this morning. So compound butters are really beautiful. You can do anything you want with them, especially for Lent coming up. Compound butter goes great with fish and seafood.
Okay.
We're going to get excited.
Would you put compound butter in a cake?
No.
Okay, then no.
Unfortunately not.
Trying to find a segue. Thank you very much for bringing me a birthday cake yesterday.
You're very welcome.
That was lovely.
Of course.
Very lovely.
So what I have today is I have 1 pound of room temperature butter, and I have basil, thyme, and cilantro. I know some people are like, cilantro in that, but trust me, the cilantro comes out beautiful and helps amplify the wonderful licorice style flavors of the basil. And the herbs on the table today are all grown at Pittsburgh High School in the botany department.
Really?
Yes.
How long have they been doing, that's
since the beginning
cool.
of the year.
Wow.
So they do all sorts of different stuff, and everything that they raise is used either in my classroom or it's used in the cafeteria. That's
impressive.
So the kids get an opportunity to work on something and then see it put to use by our wonderful chefs in the kitchen.
That's awesome.
What we're going to do today is take our butter, and we're going to roll up our basil.
Okay.
Because we want a nice, beautiful, tight cut on it.
These are also things you can find year-round at the store, too.
Yes.
So that's nice.
And you can pick up basil plants rather cheap, and they're not real hard to take care of in your house, and you only need a little pot for them.
Okay.
So they're fun. I had one, I named him Bob. I had him for about a year, and then I left him too close to the window in a freeze.
Oh.
And I lost it, but it was a lot of fun to have.
Okay. I was going to say, then you ate Bob.
Yes. All the time I ate Bob. It was so good. My students ask, well, why do you always name your plants and your knives and all my gadgets? If you can't have a little bit of fun, it's not worth doing.
That's true. You need to enjoy what you do, that's for sure. You were talking about cilantro being something that some people might find odd. I've found that over the years, people either love cilantro or they hate it. There's no in between.
Nope. And I actually teach in my class, 22% of America, cilantro tastes like soap.
Really?
They have a genetic trait that makes cilantro taste like soap, so they don't like it. But cilantro is found in so many things that people don't even think about. All the salsas and pico that you love, cilantro is right there in it.
Yeah.
So I have our beautiful herbs.
That would be unfortunate to have soap-tasting salsa. So.
Yes, it would. Now, the beauty of compound butter is you can put anything you want in it, but you have to pay attention to what you put inside of it. If you have a favorite rub for a steak, or you like seasoning salts, just be careful because you're adding salt. If you add garlic salt, not garlic powder, onion salt, not onion powder, you're adding salt and adding more salt and more salt and more salt. If you start with unsalted butter, that's okay, but you're still adding a lot of salt to it.
It is no longer unsalted.
So you just want to be aware as to how much you're putting in of different salts.
Okay.
But you can put anything you want inside of it. You can put jalapenos, and you can put minced garlic, and anything else that your favorite things, because with grilling time coming up, we work on that beautiful steak out on the barbecue grill, bring it back inside, put a little piece of compound butter on the top of it. Oh, yeah. So wonderful.
I actually knew you don't use compound butter in cakes. I was just trying to find a segue. So you probably put butter in your cake.
Lots of butter.
It was delicious. It was a red velvet cake.
Of course. So we have a nice good mix, and I always use my hands to mix compound butters. It's a lot of fun. It reminds me of playing with Play-Doh.
I was just thinking, anytime you mix with your hands and do stuff like that, I'm like, oh, a great family activity.
Exactly. Here we go, and we're going to take it right out. Over here in front of you, I have a piece of plastic wrap.
I'll let you do this since I'm not wearing gloves. We can hold our base.
Thank you. And I'm going to squeeze it out into a stick.
Okay.
And take off my gloves so I don't make a big mess.
You probably put it in molds too.
I've tried putting it in molds. It doesn't quite work very well. But maybe it's just me. So.
How long can I keep it in the fridge?
In the freezer, you can keep compound butter for about 8 months.
Wow. In the freezer? But
what
what about the fridge?
Just take it out, cut off what you need, put it right back in the freezer.
Okay.
So, and I'm going to show you on the next segment why you can do that so well.
Okay.
And I'm going to hold the ends, roll it right up.
Speaking of the next segment, We are whipping up something a little extra special for Valentine's Day.
Yes, we are. We have a heart-shaped ribeye and shrimp. We're going to do a basted steak with the compound butter that we're making here with us today.
Steak and shrimp. Love it.
And my friends over at the market sent some beautiful bacon roses for you to see.
Bacon roses?
Bacon roses.
Okay. That is something that you definitely want to stick around for.
So,
for
and
sure.
there you go. Your beautiful compound butter rolled up. Give it a little bit of a shape. Twist the end shut. Set it right into the freezer on a nice flat surface. And away it goes.
Okay.
About an hour in the freezer and it'll be ready to use.
That is awesome and so easy, so quick to do.
So easy.
And you didn't have specific measurements of the herbs. You just kind of put what you wanted in there.
It's real nice. You can put anything you want. And I've done enough of these to where I kind of know how much I want to put in there. But the more you do it, the more you experiment, the more you'll find what you like. Maybe you want a little more garlic, a little less garlic. Maybe you use those onion salts and garlic salts. You'll know better for the next time.
Yes. You learn the hard way. This is awesome. Thank you so much for doing this for us
My
this
pleasure.
morning. And be sure to stick around with us on KOAM Morning News on Fox 14 to check out this steak and shrimp recipe we're going to whip up. But if you want to watch this again, you can watch it a little bit later on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. All right. We'll be right back.